Good morning, Rose Nation number one. And I am Marina, the HBIC, which means head bitch in charge. It's a joke. It's a joke. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit. I'm wearing my headphones because I did start to react, or not react, but to speak. And then my husband he does a lot of woodworking and it was really loud. So I had to do this again. And basically, the more I keep talking about this subject that irritates and it makes me very angry, the more calm I am. Because earlier this morning, I sat down while I was talking to my husband and I was like, I'm at war. I have a bad temper. And one of the worst things is I only listen to so much. And that is it's a fatal flaw that is awful. And I'm not listening all the way through all the information. I just get pissed off and half listening, basically turned off my ears, period. And I think a lot of people go through that. Basically, it reminds me, one of my favorite lines of Goodfellas is Joe Pesci about, um, what is it? What is it? Because I'm stupid, I don't give about jail. You know what I mean? And I go into a red phase and I'm not thinking at all. That's something I need to work on because my anger is out of control when I get mad. I'm a very nice person. I'm great, but if people mess with me, and sometimes it depends the day if it's intense or not, you know? So I felt a little manic today. I drank too much coffee and didn't eat yet, and I was kind of like jittery and shit. Anyways, what prompted me with this topic is the fact that we as music reactors, because it deals with music copyright, which is just god awful, it is a nightmare for us. And I mean, not, it makes me feel kind of like, oh, poor baby. But the thing is, sometimes things get blocked. And for instance, one of the biggest bitches that we get is you started pausing during instrumentals. Why? Because I did, as a matter of fact, example, I did Dire Straits, Tunnel of Love live 1980. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. I think that I'm a big, big fan of Dire Straits. I'm about to buy a vinyl by him soon because it's just a vibe that I absolutely love. And by the way, Mission Souls covered it. That is a Filipino band, a family band, and it's amazing. I never heard of the Dire Straits original, which prompted me to the original for Rock My Socks. Not happening. It was 17 minutes of glory, music, and reaction. I was in a great positive mood. I've been sick for like 2 weeks. A lot of people are going through it with the weather changes, just insane, drastic, right? Drastic Park. And um now I don't know if you all get to see it. In the we've had to lower our standards, okay? To the point where it's like, okay, we don't get paid whatever. Main thing is you get to see the work that we put into a reaction that could hopefully like help your day. I love reactors. I'm constantly watching movie reactions, which a lot of the music reactors moved into movie reactions, and because the copyright, you're just not getting paid. I want to do music whether I get paid or not. The main thing that I want is you get to see it. That's the most important thing in the world. And I'm being extremely transparent about this morning. I was just cussing and yelling and ranting and everything like that. Nobody really wants to see that, but it was a little therapeutic, and in the end I felt like a fool. And now that I'm more calm, that's how it goes. I get really mad, and then sometimes I have guilt, remorse. Maybe I was too harsh, blah, 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 blah. There's lots of parts of me. And for the longest time, I basically was, because I grew, like when you work, you have to have some professionalism. With social media, it could be, you could do what you want to a level. Now we have tons of loopholes on YouTube to make it to where, I'm gonna say it, this could make me lose my channel. Like, this is why it's so scary. It's scary. Like, there's things that reactors really want to say so bad, but there's always that threat they could take your channel. They could just take your channel like nothing. Like nothing. You know what I mean? And I have to let this out. And this might be jumbled and everything like that. But there are lots of parts of me. So I dealt with, working and things at regular jobs. And so I did a lot of waitressing, especially Cracker Barrel. I absolutely loved working. I lived there in Kansas and in Missouri and Texas and San Antonio. Maybe you saw me. I don't know. I loved the environment, the work, and everything like that. And with my audience, a lot of it dealt with Asia, Philippines, and Indonesia, a lot of things like that. I have a lot of respect. And I was like, should I not cuss? Da, 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 da. So I tried to be, it wasn't a fake, it was a part of me that I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm still going to have the respectfulness. You know what I mean? I have respect for people as long as you're being respectful to me as well. I'm not playing with games anymore with that. And that's pretty much, there's a lot probably, but I could go on my soapbox, and I don't know if anybody really wants to hear it. I wanted to let you know, I used to always tell the audience that thank you and I appreciate you, and I still feel the same way. No matter what, we do this for you and we enjoy it too. We love what we do, Rose Nation does. You know what I mean? And I have an amazing team. It's small, but those are some really, I don't want to get emotional, but Abby and John, you're amazing. You're amazing. Those are some two very selfless people. They don't ask for any money or any of that, but they still care, and they care about my dream. And that is just, you don't even know how that is so out there to where I can't even, I'm speechless. Oh no, I love you. I love you both very, very much. And I care about the people that are on the audience. I care about people in general. And Lisa is another lead. She's basically going to be dealing with merch, and she wanted to do a interview of me. If you're interested, please let me know. I don't know what all she would ask. It would be a first reaction of an and I will be very transparent about it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It takes a lot of balls to speak. There's so many things. It feels like it's a gag order at times where you just want to you just want to shake somebody, and you're just like, why is the greed is so real? The greed is so real. And I understand, as far as the artist, they're the ones who did the music. I know that. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not about money as much. It's mainly about, it would help. It would help. We were going through a really struggling time, and things were going upside down, and I was like, physically and with my brain and everything like that, from what happened with the back surgery, I am one of those people that can't really get a job easy. You know what I mean? And I have appointments all the time. I'm sick all the time. I'm in pain all the time. This is definitely not for pity, but I wanted you to know. And like with anybody, some days you don't want to get up, but I know I owe, and I want to be on a schedule. You know what I mean? So that y'all will know the routine. Routine is very important for people. I keep going on. Have a blessed day. If you have any questions, and we are there for you. And if you are from a different country, and if it makes it easier for you to tell how you feel in your language, there's a translator on there most of the time. Sometimes they're like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. But most of the time we could translate, and we will reply to you. We are starting, I just deleted the old links, um, social medias, and we are going to be bringing in new, fresh things like that. We want to engage with you. We care about you all always. Love.